Welcome in, everyone. I am KJ Majority, also known as the Pum Pum Devourer. We got Mark. We got Marty, also known as Tina, also known as Big Boss Tina, also known as Martina, Shanae, Michelle, Rose, Wakanda, Kenya, Fatima, Wolf.
My name just keep getting longer and longer, y'all.
We keep adding like a name in there.
Right. I feel like names getting removed, and I don't know. I don't know my name anymore. Also, if you see me in this, mind your business. It is primal hoodie weather, okay? This is gonna be my staple.
How thick are those things?
Hella thick.
Hmm.
I got a blanket inside.
Like, how thick we talk? We talking like Megan the Stallion thick?
Yes.
Damn, that shit thick as a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm actually getting a little bit hot, but I'm gonna let it rock.
We got Simply Soju, also known as Soju, also known as Ash, the Coochie Trainer, in the building.
Oh man, it's a sad day for Pokemon trainers, y'all.
Typhlosion, why? And we are Unhinged and Unfiltered, also known as the Supreme Court of Butt Plugs.
Period.
Yes.
This is the one time I said an AKA and y'all actually said that was not wholesome. That y'all were like, yeah, type shit.
Feel like it matches the theme for this week.
All right.
Yeah, we have a lot of butt stuff for this week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are not fucking with it, you ain't fucking with us. Now let me stop.
All right, so we can either hop into the what the fuck first or the love is blind first.
Look, we already said Typhlosion. I need to talk about Pokemon, man. I'm hurt. Okay? I'm hurt. What am I supposed to tell my son? He loves Pokemon. He is super into it right now. He's teaching me the Pokemon like I don't know what Pokemon is.
Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta tell him to watch out for some of them.
Right. Like,
that's the Typhlosion freaky ass.
Bro. For those of you that don't know, Game Freak, one of the developers for Pokemon, was hacked, and the hackers leaked a whole bunch of information that they had been holding on to. Specifically, like Gen 3, we got like unused Pokemon, like ideas, unused like Pokemon like game sprites that they actually made for the game before they actually just scrapped the Pokemon, and lore. And I mean just like Pokemon in the biblical sense lore. They classified this as Pokemon mythology, but also, bitch, I hate it here. Why did you do this to my childhood? Oh man. But
would you like to share some of the slore?
So slore is right. So for anybody that doesn't know, they have established within the Pokemon universe that during a point in time in the Pokemon universe history is that it was a normal and common occurrence for humans to have relationships with Pokemon. And that's where all of this lore comes from. And they started each like thing the same way, and they were like in the far distant past when the line between humans and Pokemon were blurred. And I'm like, now bitch.
Now when were they blurred? Because they still look like animals.
Right. And I'm like, now bitch, when the fuck was the line blurred?
Like, how the fuck did you look at a Pikachu and be like, you kind of,
please.
Little Pika ass.
Like, because I'm not going to hold you. So the Pokemon in specific that they've dropped lore for that at least I have read has been like Slackoff, Octillery, Rapidash, Lapras, and Typhlosion. Apparently there's more. that I have not read, but that's like the 5 that I have read. And I feel like we start off pretty tame with a random man marrying a Rapidash because he thought she was beautiful. Didn't get freak nasty, but you are married to a horse.
What to say? Ain't that the fire horse?
Yeah. He was like, her mane's beautiful. It's like, will you be my wife? And the horse agreed. At least she gave consent.
How the fuck did the horse agree?
She telepathically talked to him.
Oh.
They're able to do psychic moves, so it's not crazy.
Okay.
Either way, starts off tame, and then there's like Homie that finds an octillery. If any octillery is just basically an octopus Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. He's red, right?
Yeah. He's a fisherman, wanders out of his house in the morning, goes onto the beach, finds an octillery on the beach, uses it as a fleshlight, throws it in the ocean.
Wait, it's the one with the little tube mouth, right?
Yep, yes, sir. The one that's just sitting there like a fucking blow-up doll.
I understand.
I mean,
I don't support it, but I understand.
He did this like every morning for God knows how long.
He had a routine, before he went about work. He had to,
What's even
release
worse is
some semen into the sea.
What's even worse is that he was a fisherman. So what are you doing to like the Magikarp and shit that you're catching?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
I mean, either way, like the octillery eventually left him a note saying that she cannot return, but she is off into the ocean to have his child. Yeah.
So there's a merman.
There's like some half octopus, half human being in, I don't know, try to give birth to Ursula.
How the fuck they can write now?
I mean, like octopus are already like super smart.
Yeah.
That boy dropping his worm in the sea.
Bro.
Please. And basically the same the same thing happened with Lapras, which makes less sense with Lapras. Lapras is my favorite Pokemon for one, and I can't believe she was violated like this. But it's basically like the same story. Like Homie was wandering around. He was trying to hunt Stantler, and he came across a beached Lapras, fucked her, and pushed her back into the sea.
Wait, I just what a Lapras was, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I forgot what they look like. That's a freak nasty bitch.
Yeah, like for those of you who don't know, Lapras is based on Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
What a turtle shell.
Yeah.
Right.
Lapras are normally used for like ferrying people because their shell's so big that people can usually use them as like a boat.
Mm-hmm.
So not the type shit. But yeah, like same thing. He would like
he was looking for a what before?
A Stantler. He was a hunter. He was hunting deer.
Stan.
Bro.
See what a Stantler look like.
A Stantler is a deer, essentially.
It would make more sense for him to try and fuck this than damn Lapras.
Bro, so he did that repeatedly until the Lapras like telepathically told him that she was pregnant and then came back and left the baby on the beach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey nigga, this your child, bye.
I mean, first of all, I can't, like, it was a poor beached Lapras. It's like a beached whale, and instead of pushing it back into the ocean out of the kindness of your heart, you fuck it first and then you set her free? Bitch!
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Are you fucking
sometimes you don't know when the
too?
horny's gonna hit you, you know?
How down bad you gotta be?
Nah, cause I'm so sad. Lapras really is my favorite Pokemon. They did her like this.
I'm just saying, you know, times was hard. He probably ain't seen an inch of coup in like a year and some change, because he was in them wilderness, you know?
Bro.
I mean,
Lapras was looking real thick that day.
Please.
I'm crying. And then, of course, there is the Diddler, that is Typhlosion.
No, that was the only one that I like heard of or like read about. That shit is wild.
It is the worst one. Like,
Bro.
basically, a little girl gets lost in the mountains. She's trying to find her way back to her village, but she can't find her way down the mountain. And it's starting to get dark, and she happens to come across a handsome stranger. He's like, I know the way down the mountain, but at the rate you're going, we're not going to make it before nightfall. So we should take shelter and try again in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes her to his cave, and he's like, I'm going to go get us some berries. You rest. So that's exactly what he does. But before he leaves, he's like, if you happen to wake before I do, don't look me in the face. And like, he leaves to go get them berries for some food, and she ends up falling asleep. She wakes up and it's nighttime. She sees the berries, but she sees that he's sleeping, and she's too scared to look at him. So she just goes back to sleep. And when she wakes up again, it's nighttime. So she slept a whole 24 hours, and she woke up like at nighttime the next day. And she's like, oh, what the heck? And he's like, oh, it looks like we slept too long. Looks like we'll have to try again tomorrow. And like, this becomes a cycle.
It kept happening.
Like, this becomes a cycle where he would just go out, get berries, she would go to sleep, and she would just wake up and it's nighttime. So she's like, my family is going to get worried. Like, my family is going to try to find me. So I'm going to just, like, when he leaves, I'm going to go. And he, like, manages to see her while he's out collecting berries. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? And she's like, my family must be worried about me. And he's like, no, they don't. Boop. Taps her on the head. Forgot about her family. Brought her back to the cave. And they repeated this cycle for a while until one day she woke up and had a child.
Yeah.
And it was this mysterious man was a Typhlosion?
Yeah, she eventually saw his face and realized it was a Typhlosion. And he comes back one day from like gathering berries and tells her that her father is looking for her. So if he comes across their cave, he's gonna kill her father. And she was basically like, hey, if I have to choose between you and my dad, I'm picking my dad. And he's like, you stank bitch. Tapped her on the forehead. What dad? Wiped her memories again. Like, he's just in a process of like memory wiping her and like keeping her there.
Yeah.
When do Typhlosions have that ability?
I mean, I think Hisuian Typhlosion is a ghost type.
Okay.
So ghost types have the ability to do psychic type stuff. But yeah, like, does that. Dad eventually finds the cave, and before he like leaves, he tells her that if I am to die in battle, take my eyes and take my pelt. And so eventually, like, the dad finds the cave, dad kills the Typhlosion and rescues his daughter and her like half, human, half Pokemon child, and brings them back to the village. The village is not fucking with them because, the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So she tells her father, like, before they go back to the village, and she's like, please, that was my husband for many years. Can I have his eyes and his pelt? And so the dad, like, no questions does it, gives her the eyes and the pelt. And when they get back to the village, she tries to make it work, but the village is not really accepting of her son. So she does like a ritual that the Typhlosion told her about, of what to do with the eyes and the pelt, and puts the pelt around both her and her son. And then they both fully transform into Typhlosions and return to the mountain. And that's it.
No, I'm cool. I regret all that. So I must have. All I knew was that the Typhlosion did some freak nasty shit. I didn't know all that.
Yeah, she was like a little girl when she went up the mountain.
Yeah.
She was like a full-grown adult when she went down the mountain.
Oh, they would have went to that freak off hands down. Them Game Freak devs is some nasty bitches.
Dude, the way that I've been seeing so many goddamn memes where it's like, welcome to the Diddy Squad. And it's like, bro.
Everyone goes to jail. Facts.
No, honestly. And this poor girl, she's like, please no, that was my husband for many years. And I'm like, sis,
Girl, no,
you're a
victim.
Yeah.
Like,
bruh.
Yeah. You know how much this hurt my childhood?
My brain hurts.
Why would Game Freak do this? Why are y'all like this?
So, fun fact, I learned this literally today. A lot of animators and designers and developers and stuff, when they sign contracts with a lot of these big companies, part of that contract is any work that they do given this time period is owned by the company, even if the work that they do has nothing to do with their project, right? So what a lot of animators and all those people, what they do as like a fuck you to the company is they make freak nasty shit like this because then the company has to store it and has to like keep it for X amount of years. That's why like some of the, because I think Disney also had a leak like a few years back. There were some like risque drawings of Chip doing stuff to some lady chipmunk. Yeah. So do with that what you will. But you know, Pokemon has always been cursed on the internet. Because I remember when I was like first like really on the internet, I didn't know what Rule 34 was. So I like saw it and I saw like some freak nasty shit with Mewtwo. Fucked me up for a while. So I know the Rule 34 folks are probably gonna have a good old time with all this. Prison.
Yeah, no. Honestly. And also, why are we just writing random stories? It's like this man just happened to come across this Pokemon, fucked it, and threw it back into the ocean. Why? Why? And also, you can't even throw Lapras back into the ocean. That bitch weighs more than you. You actually just have to unbeach her, bro. You have to push that bitch back into the ocean.
Bro, you know, that man never skipped back day or leg day.
I hate it here, man. My poor baby. I love Lapras.
And so did he.
Man. He raised the child, though.
Shout out to him. We love a good dad. You know?
He did not go out and get the milk. He loved that thing like it was his own, and it was.
I was to say that's half his. The Lapras said, "Fuck you and that baby."
I mean, I don't blame her.
Right.
Yeah.
She got beached. She got beached. You know, she was just looking for a good Samaritan to push her back in the ocean. That good Samaritan was not a good Samaritan. You feel me? He was just some guy with his dick out.
You know.
Speaking about guys and their dicks.
Oh. What do we have? Oh,
third leg? You want to talk?
Oh no. I was segueing.
Huh?
I was segueing to curly hair.
Oh, you mean
about that
Stefan?
man.
You mean Stefan, the white Nigerian prince from Love Is Blind?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I want to see the messages. I want to see their messages. So for all of you who are listening, whether it be live or on nigga, on I'm sorry, it threw me off.
I'm like, yeah.
I know, it threw me off.
I'm sorry.
So whether you're listening to us live or you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, we're gonna be talking about Love Is Blind for like a hot sec, right? And this is gonna be about episodes 7 through 9. Just for a quick little recap for those of you who either don't watch or missed out. One of the couples, Monica and Stefan, what is going on over there?
She loves me.
But your face, though. So Monica and Stefan, Monica's black.
Yes, Monica's black.
Yeah.
Black, and Stefan is the white Nigerian prince. They were going through some issues beforehand, but what finally blew up their relationship, he apparently went to a sleep test
Yeah, he
and
went to a
was
sleep
messaging
study.
some girl, some freak nasty shit. And we never find out how Monica found out.
Oh, I saw a video on it. So
I actually read a little interview that she did too.
yeah. So apparently with that, Taylor and Garrett texted like the whole group saying that we're gonna stop by and bring some, I think, muffins or bread to them or whatever. They
Oh, that's
baked it.
cute.
Right. So then that night they had brought it over. Stefan, whatever, was like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. So he went to the bathroom, and that's when Monica noticed that his phone was like blowing up. So she did what, probably most girls would do. She took his phone and looked at it, and then that's how she saw the messages.
Yeah, in the interview that I read, she saw the messages going off and she said she thought it was Garrett. So she was going to take his phone and answer Garrett to say that the door was unlocked, and she said it was some woman's name instead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's how she saw the messages about the kink stuff and all of that.
I want to see the messages.
Right.
What was he
'Cause,
saying?
They don't fully say what he said. Like, there was one line where he was like, I guess, praising the girl for, like, I think liking to do, like, or partake in his kinks or some shit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The only text that she said in the interview that she saw was him telling the girl, "You have been the only one to satisfy my kinks," or something like that. Like, you've been the only one that satisfies my kinks. And apparently it wasn't just some random girl. It was somebody that he like had a previous like situationship with. It's not an ex, but it's somebody that he slept with before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, initially watching it, I thought it was like some random chick.
Well, that
was from the sleep study, because that's what it sounded like initially.
It sounded like, yeah.
But yeah.
But
it
yeah,
was
also
not.
I didn't understand the timeline, because he said that he was at the sleep study, and because he was drunk at the sleep study, he messaged
Which
this
makes
girl.
no fucking
Like,
sense, because
why
why
are
are
you
you
drunk
drinking
Yeah.
at a sleep study? Like, what?
Also,
Like,
I feel like
doesn't-
they wouldn't let you drink at a
They
legitimate sleep study.
Like, would they?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that like skew their results?
Yeah, because you intoxicated. You know, it's just, isn't that cheating? It is.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
it
is
is.
for sure.
Like,
Oh wait, do you mean cheating as in like cheating the sleep test by drinking? Is that what you mean, Dante?
that too. Like, you should not be drinking or partaking in anything.
I mean, is
of
that
the
really
sorts.
sleep if you pass out drunk?
Right. Like,
Yeah, because I'm assuming if you're doing a sleep test, it's to see why you're not sleeping or why you're oversleeping. So you getting tipsy or drunk, whatever, I feel like that's gonna fuck up the results.
yeah.
But listen, you know what's so crazy? So when they were first talking, my girlfriend had said it was a red flag that he was self-destructive in his last relationship. Because remember, he asked her like, how did she feel about cheaters? And he said, I cheated on my last girlfriend, which was like X amount of years ago, because I felt like I didn't deserve her. But he's like, oh, but I went to therapy and all that. And I was like, well, I mean, if he did the work, people can, like, if you're willing to change and you do the work to change, you can change.
Yeah.
When he said he went to therapy, I was like, damn. Because most white men, I mean, I feel like men in general don't go to therapy.
Well, he's not white though. He's Nigerian.
he's
3/5.
Not 3/5. I was gonna say like 1/5.
That nigga said his daddy 3/5 Nigerian, which was an interesting word choice. When that nigga said that, I was like, "You said what? You said, huh?"
I'm not gonna hold you. When they first started showing him in the pods, I was like, "Is he mixed?" Because his hair texture is definitely not like
That's
that.
what Tiara said. He looked like a normal ass white dude to me.
He did, but again, it was all in the curls, KJ. It was all in the curls.
I'm not looking at the color. I was looking at the texture. That man had like 3C hair.
I mean, Jewish people exist, like Jewish people also got curls.
They do.
I don't know. He just looked like a normal Caucasian man to me.
Mm-hmm.
He looked crazy to me.
When the man was like, as soon as I found out, I went to the library and read on about some Nigerian culture. I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's biracial.
I mean, it was a huge tell when he said he grew up the entire time thinking that he was Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what like light-skinned passing people would say, so they could, marry into a white family and no one would question them for having a tan.
Yeah, or if they're Sicilian, because a lot of Sicilians, especially dudes, when the sun is out, they can pass off as a light-skinned black man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so think of just like Zay, but just with like a gold chain, and a little bit of a of a Mario, just a little bit of a Italian twang to him.
I'm deceased. But yeah, it was that, and Tyler and Ashley broke my heart.
God.
I don't want to talk about that, bro. I really don't want to talk about that, bro. Because first of all, Tyler pissed me off. That motherfucker pissed me off. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm turning my back towards both of y'all. So I don't want to talk about that motherfucker.
Nah.
Because he disappointed me. When I tell you, me and Tierra watched that shit, bro, and like, I had to pause because I was like, I know this motherfucker don't got some goddamn children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was getting hot. And then like we continued watching, and he's a sperm donor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Tierra said that she saw online that people were claiming that yes, they're not like they have their own parents, but he's still like deeply involved in their lives.
Yeah, I mean,
you looking at playing Rocket League right now, or I'll pull up to the crib.
That's crazy.
Bro.
They've written in violence in the chat.
Listen here, Luigi, relax.
Oh,
I'm screaming.
That nigga killed me, bro.
You're right. But because so after the sperm donor thing, he said, I bet. He's pulling up, bro. I
will let y'all know right now, bro. Zay he AFK on Rocket League right now. Zay just threatened me, so if I don't show up next week, you know who did it.
Right.
It was Luigi.
That's crazy. KJ's
gonna double down, KJ.
I mean, if I'm gonna go, I might as well go with G. You feel me? So the one who did it was Luigi Isaiah Fettuccini. Okay,
Fettuccini is crazy,
bro.
Fettuccine, y'all. If anybody wants to be like the new guy on the pod, apparently we're gonna need one.
Crazy. Y'all couldn't even wait a week? Damn.
Oh man. But yeah, no,
apparently my ass is replaceable. Fuck.
Man, you were trying to replace me during Pride. Or during
Asian... but like
but not like, wavy.
Wavy. It's bad enough you won't take me out on a date, but now you trying to take my spot? Like, you lucky your voice sexy as hell, or else I'll be really upset.
We'd appeal to a whole new demographic with Wavy on the pod.
You would have a lot more female viewers, say that much.
But so he apparently sperm donor, but not like just in general. It was for people that he knew, like friends of his.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I can understand her being upset about this, because if they're like, how close are these friends? Like, close enough for you to like father their children, apparently.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's like a best friend type shit. Because
I mean,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I'm not about to give my seed to some strangers. You know, well, not strangers, but
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean. Like, if you were a friend of a friend, I'm not really about to be like, all right, give me that cup real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I understand why she's upset, because she's like, these people are just going to be in our lives and we have to pretend that like these aren't your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I know, well, I don't know about their situation, obviously, because we haven't seen that far yet. But I know a lot of people, when, you know, the donor, whether it be egg or sperm, is involved in their life, they tell the kids, like, oh, hey, you know, Tyler is your donor dad or your uncle donor or whatever. Like, they have, like, ways to explain it to children when they're young so they understand, like, you know, I'm
Yeah.
still your dad, but you came from that nigga's nutsack.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't give my seed to someone I know unless they're planning on telling the kid. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because,
I had a friend like that in high school, actually, where he like knew that like his parents weren't his actual parents, and I was like, oh, then like who's, you know, your actual parents? He's like, oh, my mom's sister.
Mm.
So he knew, but also we were in high school, so I don't know how long he knew, but he was like 16. I feel like that's, you know, I feel like high school, like middle school, high school might be the right time to tell the kid, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
say, I mean, I had a friend in high school. She found out that she was adopted. Um, and not really much changed for her, but it did throw her for a loop, though. You know, because I feel like stuff like that you should tell them early.
I mean, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, his parents were two women, so he knew he came from somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a former coworker at my current job. Um, his dad and mom are both gay, and they met in college, and they both like came out to each other like, "Hey, I'm gay, you gay," and they were like, "You know what? I want a kid, you want a kid. I think you're a great person. You think I'm a great person. Let's have a kid together." So they had a kid together. So he has two dads and two moms.
Mm.
Yeah, he's an only child, so his Christmas was lit.
No, I was about to say, it's like, I know Christmas and birthdays must have been crazy.
Yup. I felt bad for him though, because his mom's got no. One of his moms passed, and then his dads were getting divorced, so he was having a rough time.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Wavy said that would be a weird secret to keep. I say no later than 10. Gotta do it like pre-puberty, in my opinion. Honestly, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because I feel like kids are more accepting. I feel like if they get older, you're gonna shatter their reality.
I think it depends, because I know quite a few people who found out they were adopted later on in childhood. And out of like the 4 or 5 that I know, only one really had a bad reaction to it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I think like when you first find out, it's, you know, your world's a little upside down. But
Yeah.
I think after you have a conversation with your parent, it gets better, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
actually happened to me.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was gonna tell people, so that's why I was
It's
just kind of
okay.
like trying to breeze past that
It's
motherfucker.
fine. Yeah, no, I found out in high school.
Yeah.
But we chilling, you feel me?
Yeah. Long story short, I when Tia and I watched that, my poor little heart sank. I was like, no,
Dude.
y'all was my number one.
Exactly. I was like, damn, bro.
They were the ones that were
crying.
gonna get married. They had me fucked up.
Yeah. I was like,
And
hashtag Black Love.
right.
Right.
I feel like Because, like, say in the previous season, like with Jessica, right? She was very forthcoming about, like, her having a daughter. Like,
Right.
you know, that is a difficult conversation to have, but given the circumstance, like, you just have to say it right out the gate. Like, do you guys feel like he should have disclosed that to
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes,
Yeah,
before he proposed,
absolutely.
100%. Because
Yeah.
I got like, don't get me wrong, he probably went through a lot of trauma about this, right? Like he probably had a hard
Mm-hmm.
time dating because of this, because it's a big deal. Because even though they're not your kids, they're still yo kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
you're heavily involved in their life. And like, knock on wood, let's say for instance, Ashley had a hard time having kids. She go like she's struggling to have your child, and then every time they come over, she looking at yo kids. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Right.
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And the sad part too is I kind of feel like if she had known, she still would have said yes.
I feel like if she had time to work through it, she
Yeah.
still would have said yes when he proposed.
It's like in her defense, it's a lot to digest, and not only that, you only have 2 weeks to figure out whether or not you want to
Mm-hmm.
stay in this and get married with this man who you were head over heels for like yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
She said that too. She's like, we were so good. She's like, we were beyond good. And I wake up this morning and I don't know if we're good anymore.
Man, when she said that, I was
And
because I don't think we knew what it was yet when she said that.
No.
So I was like, did he
Mhm.
cheat? Does he? I
Mhm.
was like, if he has a kid, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Dude, that's what Tina
yeah.
said too.
Yeah. I'm like, Soju, please. Please.
I will say though,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I will say though, I'm glad it's not a baby mama kind of situation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or because there was another show that Tiara and I were watching. I can't remember the name of it right now. I think it was like Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
And one of the seasons, the dude he got married wasn't really feeling his wife, and then found out that his ex was pregnant.
Yes.
So then he broke, like he ended the marriage to be with the ex, and the ex was like, I don't want him though. I just want to let him know that like, yo, I'm pregnant. It's yours. If you want to be in the child's life, you can. If not, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I watched that season. That situation was very
And
it was wild.
Shorty was trying. I was like, if you don't stand
She
up,
was trying. I felt so bad for her. Like that man put her through it.
and then
Like without the baby. And then the baby comes into the picture with the ex and is like she was still here trying to like make shit work low key after the fact. I'm like, Shawty, please.
And then the thing too, he was like, "Oh, she's not attractive."
Right.
And she was beautiful, and this man looked like a thumb.
But he
They always do.
was still, you know, effing her. I'm not gonna curse. I'm gonna try not to. He was still, you know, doing the business with her.
Yes.
Even though he said he wasn't attracted to her. So I'm like, what?
And like even when he was ending things, he was still trying to get in her panties.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it was this was like a super Christian man. To the point, so he was close friends with his pastor, right? He told his pastor, I'm having a kid on the way. I'm not really attracted to her. You know, like I just want to end it. The pastor was like, nah, man, like what you're doing is messed up. Why'd you even go through this whole process if you're really not sure about marriage?
Exactly.
And you leading this poor girl on. And he cussed out the pastor.
Oh, not cussing out
Yeah.
your pastor. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So
No,
like
that man needed a lot of help.
I
I feel
didn't
like
finish
that's
the season.
sacrilegious.
He was a fake Christian. And also fuck his mama. I didn't finish that season because like it was just a lot. Like
Yeah.
Tara and I just couldn't do it. It was giving me anxiety through the roof. So when we watched Love is Blind and we saw the Tyler Ashley thing, I immediately got like PTSD. I'm like, oh, this nigga got a kid on the way. Fuck.
See, a kid on the way, I wouldn't have blamed Ashley if she left because
Yeah.
you're trifling. You got some bitch pregnant and you're over here with me
And you came on this show.
and we're supposed to be getting married.
I'm
bitch.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
No. Currently pregnant?
So, I feel like it depends on like how pregnant is she. You know what I mean? If she's like, I just found out I'm pregnant type shit, yeah, leave a nigga. But if it's been like, oh, I'm 5 months pregnant, I'm like, I mean, shit happens.
No. I'm leaving. That baby is so fresh, it's still baking.
No, it's still bacon.
No.
I ain't doing
Okay.
none of that.
How'd y'all feel about
Was that it?
No, there's more.
Okay.
I'm saving Nick and Hannah for last. How do y'all feel about Tim and Alex?
I hope she says no.
Oh.
I
don't like that man.
Oh.
True. I feel like where we are currently in the show, they're
Better.
back to being okay. Yeah. Like the whole thing with him like reading the letter to her dad,
That
like
shit had me in tears. I ain't gonna hold you.
bro, yeah, it was definitely, you know, touching or whatever. But just knowing how he reacted initially to their first disagreement is just he's still not sitting right with me.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't
like,
know.
I get that you got heated from the argument, but to say after one argument that I was fully planning on coming in here and never seeing you again. One.
Okay, so maybe I process that information different. Because when Tier and I watched it, we took it as that like Shorty was wilding out on him and he was like, all right, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, but he
correct me
was
if I'm
ready
wrong,
to go.
huh?
He was ready to go. Like, pack his shit and never see her again, ready to go.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he said, and she agreed that she did
She was
this,
wilding.
that she called him out of his name, that she also put her hand over his mouth.
Yes.
So, I mean, listen. As the dude on the show, I'm going to tell you right now, if we get into our first little argument, and I don't know what she said, obviously, but if we get into our first little argument and you calling me out my name to the point where, like, I'm hot, you know, and then when I'm trying to, like, have a conversation with you, you put your hand over my mouth like I'm some kind of pet or child. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would call it quits. Because that's how disrespectful to me.
Well, honestly, they were both disrespectful.
They were both, yeah. Like, he admitted to, like, his wrongdoing in the conversation as well.
Because she was, like, pissy drunk. She was done. She wanted to go back. But since she was, like, her social battery was at 0 and she was drunk, she didn't say any of this to him. She just tried leaving. And he's like, hey, whoa, hey, like, what's going on? And she's just, like, still trying to, like, just leave. And then I'm pretty sure that he, like, grabbed her arm or something and is, like, trying to make her talk to him. And that's when, like, things started escalating from there, because he's trying to make her talk to him about what's going on and she's just not fucking with it. And eventually, like, she calls him out his name and then he starts getting more angry. And then she tries to cover his mouth with her hand because she doesn't want him to be angry. She just wants to go to bed. And then, like, after that, like, when she just tries to leave the situation, he's like, oh, what? You're not going to speak? Speak. Like, he's saying just the word speak to her. And he says that he was yelling at her.
Yeah.
So they were both in the wrong.
They were both in the wrong.
Maybe I missed that.
They were,
but either way, though, like, if it was really that bad to the point where, like, he yelling, she yelling, they both putting, like, I don't want to say hands on each other, but, like, you know, there's like a small physical altercation. I don't really blame him for walking into that conversation thinking that this might be it.
I mean,
because I took it at, when he said that, I took it as, like, he was anticipating for it to be over and not so much for him to, like, run.
Nah, he was definitely running.
Yeah.
I maybe have to rewatch their conversation over, because he
didn't even sleep there that night. He packed up his shit already.
I mean, wouldn't you? Like,
I would have slept on the couch. I wouldn't have left.
I
If
don't know.
I mean, look, if you're going to marry this person, leaving after one argument is crazy.
Sometimes it's best to step away. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I get what y'all are saying. I get what y'all are saying, right? But I'm like, coming from my perspective, coming from my viewpoint, I'm not saying like, oh, he did nothing wrong, right? Because I do remember the whole speak thing. Hi guys. I def said while watching it, if I was a man, I might have knocked her out. Nigga, what would you?
No,
Okay.
I mean, this is why I hope that she says no, because like if you have an argument like this and he's ready to go, let him go. Like there ain't no point.
No,
I did say that.
Honestly, I feel like being in both their shoes might have warranted either one of them getting knocked out. Because again, they both disrespected each other.
But
like,
so
and if I'm already like hot, like I don't know.
So my whole thing, right, is just like I don't think it's wrong for him to have anticipated the relationship to be over.
No,
like,
that's
I what I kept saying when I was watching it was like, I kind of wish we saw the altercation, because I think the way how we're viewing it is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm viewing it as like, so the way how I took it was, they left the party, she was upset, right? He was like, hey, what's going on? Talk to me. And she was just like, like, leave it. Like, I'm like, leave me alone, right? And he said this. He was like, I wasn't sure if I did something wrong, so I wanted you to talk to me so I could like fix it. Because in his defense, we just came from a party and now you're upset. I'm assuming either I did something wrong or someone at the party said something crazy to you.
Right.
And she said that like the reason why she was upset was because she was homesick.
Right.
And I get she's drunk and she don't want to talk about it, but like like I said, maybe I'm putting myself in it too much. But if I'm asking you like, hey, what's wrong? Talk to me. Like I want to be there for you, and you're kind of like shrugging me off. And like in his defense too, he got liquor in him too. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get annoyed. Now the whole speak part, I agree with y'all. I don't think he should have done that, right? But her covering his mouth and calling him out of his name, like I think like that warrants him being like, you know what, fuck this. And also, he said he tried to walk away, and that's when she started getting nasty with him. And she said that, yeah, you're right, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah. When I say I hope she says no, I mean it though. Like I don't mean like if he's willing to leave after one argument, let him go. I don't understand why she's fighting for this relationship.
All right, I guess we'll agree to disagree, because
no, I mean, sometimes you just have to walk away. Walk away. Why is she fighting for this?
I mean, I feel like it's a little unfair to, in like one breath, to be like, I hope she says no because he was willing to throw it away after one argument, but then be like, well, why are you fighting for it if that's how he's going to act after one argument? You know what I mean?
I didn't change my stance though. I'm saying the same thing.
I guess. I just get why he was in his mind like, this is over, and why she was willing to like, hey, I fucked up, let's bury the hatchet type shit.
I just feel like if you propose and you have one argument and he's ready to go, let him go.
Okay. How do y'all feel about... Sorry, go ahead.
They didn't seem compatible even before that happened. I'm not gonna hold you.
True. I agree. I think he's very goofy and a little like, I don't want to say cringy because I really hate that fucking word. He's like the manifestation of like a dad joke. Like he's like a walking dad joke.
Well, she said that he's a lot like her father, which I'm like, sis,
Yeah,
shouldn't that be a red flag?
That bothers me. Like, and that's like a personal, not red flag, but like, like when she said that, I remember I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, if you told me I remind you of your father, I don't think I would continue dating you because that just makes me really uncomfortable.
Right?
Because you trying to fuck your dad. You know, like it's just. But I will say, they were second to last for me for a while, but seeing his interaction with her family and seeing how like desperately she really wanted her family to accept him, it kind of bumped him up a little bit. And man, listen, when her dad cried, bro, that shit struck my heartstrings. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man, I don't give a fuck what the family has to think. I don't care what the family thinks. They can like him all they want. Does that mean that they should be together at the end of the day? No.
Listen, I'll say this. I think they moved up further up my ranking. Granted, one of the couples like ain't a couple no more. But yeah, how do y'all feel about Nick and Hannah?
Honestly, I'm ready for them to get out of my face.
Indifferent.
I just I don't like Hannah, bro.
No.
I don't like either of them.
Don't get me wrong. I'm no fan of Nick, right? Like Nick, I could care less about Nick. I mean, like Tina said, I'm indifferent to Nick. But like, even her family is just like, bro.
Like, get a fucking grip.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
because so what set me off, right? When they had the dinner with her brother, with her little brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
She made a joke saying, you know, Nick, you're only mad because I make more than you. So he retaliated and said, well, you're unemployed, so.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, you took it too far. Nigga.
Right. No,
what you talking about?
Nah, people like that piss me the fuck off because you can't be mean 100% of the time, and as soon as somebody returns the energy, you're in your feelings.
Bro, even her brother was like, you weren't in the wrong. Because what she said to you was nuts. Because even like when they met the parents, right? And Nick goes into the car to get the youngest brother the hat. And they're talking to Hannah, and they're just like, hey, listen, no one's perfect. Everyone has flaws, including you. Hannah's like, well, I'm perfect. And her mom's looking at her like, oh, you're dead ass.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch.
No, her mom was so funny when she was like, are you serious right now? Like, because she's smiling, and then she's realizing that Hannah's not saying nothing. And she's like, oh, you're serious.
Because what the fuck? Like, bro, you're not perfect. Because perfect example, like her clean freakness.
Oh no,
that's weird.
It's on another level. She's like, yeah, I wash the walls and ceiling once a week. Bitch, why? Once a week is crazy.
See, that didn't even bother me that much. It was we gotta vacuum every day. We gotta mop every day. You feel me? And then like the whole like taking out the trash thing, that whole interaction was fucking weird, right? My man just came in from work, was trying to tell you about his day, and you're like, oh, can you take this out? I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And she's like, I shouldn't have to tell you. Bro, he just stepped in.
Right.
God damn. And then he comes back, and it's just like, well, let's talk about finances. Are you gonna leave your parents' insurance? Are you gonna hop on my insurance?
Dude, that pissed me off so bad.
Yeah. For the sake of him paying his own bills. Listen.
Yeah, she's like only 28.
My parents want me to still be on their shit. Best believe I would still be on their shit until they kick me off.
And like, She gives me the ick.
Yeah.
I can't stand fucking Hannah, bro. I just can't stand her.
Well,
Because, don't get me wrong. I think it's really dope that she was able to be independent from 18 and she learned all this cool shit and yada, yada. I'm also curious as to why her parents kicked her out at 18. That's hella weird.
Because they're white. Like, they just seem like that kind of... Because her parents seemed really nice, but why are you kicking all your kids out at 18?
Yeah, that's weird. Also, I don't know if y'all peeped that. I wonder how they feel about her brother.
I think he's outcasted.
I think so too, because I thought it was really strange that they didn't just
They met
meet them
separately.
all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I could be reading into that, right? Maybe schedule in whatever, but I just thought it was a little strange.
Nah, it definitely felt like he does not talk to his parents anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen.
And
but
I wouldn't be surprised that they kicked him out of the house for not like turning 18, but for being gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really hope to God that they either one of them or both of them say no to each other, because it don't make, like, he keeps saying he love her, and I'm like, are you sure? Or is this just the first time that, like, you're in a relationship and you just don't know how to navigate that?
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't believe it. Anytime she's like, Nick's so handsome, I love him so much. I'm like, no, you don't, girl. You treat him like shit.
Also, I don't think she finds him attractive.
No.
Which is kind of crazy to me because, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think either one of them are like, oh my God. But he's definitely the pretty one out of the two. Man,
not Vegeta being pretty.
I mean, it's Vegeta. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get canceled if I say that. So never mind. Listen. I don't understand why in her head she feel like she here to him and he now here.
Dude, I'm not gonna hold you. She pissed me the fuck off when it's like, are you gonna start paying your own bills, Nick? You're 28. I've had to do it since I was 18. And I'm like, girl, the way you're talking right now sounds like those people that when we were talking about making college tuition free, they were like, no, we can't do that because I had to pay for college. Why do you get it for free?
Bro, because I was like... I can understand if, like, you're a little worried about him being so dependent on his parents, right? Cool, that's an understandable worry, because knock on wood, let's say something happens to them, are y'all now fucked financially, right?
I mean, it sounds like they only pay for his car insurance and his phone bill, though.
I mean, he don't got other bills because he lives with them.
That's true. He doesn't have rent or nothing.
Yeah, so the only real bill he has is the car note and, you know, maybe like his phone. No, because they pay his phone bill.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing he pays for is his car note.
So, like, I don't know, bro. Like, also, she's talking about saving money and eventually buying a house. And I'm like, wouldn't him staying on his parents' stuff save you guys more money to buy a house?
Like, that just doesn't...
Like, be for real.
Also, sometimes it's more beneficial, like, financially to stay on your... Because, perfect example, with my car insurance, I'm with my mom because she gets a whole bunch of discounts because she's a senior citizen.
Mm-hmm.
So I save hundreds of dollars on car insurance because of my mother's age.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I pay for my insurance. But even if, let's say, she was paying for my half of the insurance, to be like, oh, you got to get off her insurance and be on mine. Why?
Why? Yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised that we're talking about Nick and Hannah. You didn't want to talk about Ramses being like, you need to get on the pill or because I'm not fucking you with a condom on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot. I knew I was forgetting somebody. I thought I was forgetting about Garrett and Taylor because there's not really much to talk about.
No,
with
there's
those two.
nothing really to talk about
Thank
those
God.
two.
Because
right.
if something happened to them, I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll stop watching the show because I just can't handle it. I can't handle it. I had two strong couples. Two couples who I was like, they gonna make it across the altar. And now I only got one. I need to have at least one.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
He's been going down the ranking. Honestly, I would rather Tim and Alex get married than Ramses
Than
and
them
Marissa.
Yeah, no, because homeboy, he got too many issues. First of all, the whole army situation.
That was
Second,
weird.
like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. He said that he was born in Venezuela,
Venezuela.
so
Mhm.
like his history with military in general is very strained. But like with the birth control, she doesn't want to be on it, most likely because it'll affect her, right?
Yeah.
She
I think
gives
she
a
said that.
plausible solution of wearing a condom to still be safe if you man are not ready to have a child yet. She is, you're not. Oh, but condom sex is not enjoyable. Bitch, what do you want
Yeah,
then?
Right.
because her whole thing was like, listen, we don't gotta use a condom, but if I get pregnant, I'm telling you right now, there's no abortion.
Exactly.
Right.
Whatever
Well,
happens, happens then.
'cause
And
she's
he was
like-
like,
she's
sir.
like, I'm 31. I want to like start having kids like pretty much next year. And he was like, whoa, babe, that's crazy. And he's like, what about
He wanted to wait 4 years. I was like, she's gonna be
He
35.
wanted-
That's dangerous as fuck.
he wanted to wait 5 years.
Oh yeah.
She would be 36. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not unheard of, but it's also like it imposes so many more health risks to
Mhm.
both
Mhm.
her and the child.
As someone, my mom had me when she was 40, and I had a fuck ton of health issues as a kid. I still do. That's probably why I keep throwing up my fucking back at 27.
No, that's because
like,
you're tall and Jamaican. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not that tall
Screaming.
though. Like, I'm like an inch taller than the average height for a dude. But yeah, so like, listen, I was kind of like on the fence with the whole military thing because like I get where he was coming from,
I mean,
but it felt really weird that he was almost upset with her for being proud of
He-
being in the army.
he
Because
was.
for the most part, I agree with like I'm anti-war. I'll always be anti-war. There has never been a justifiable reason to have war, right? Except for obviously with World War II with the Nazis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm anti-war, I'm not anti-troops because for you, 18, 19, 20-year-old, to sacrifice yourself for my benefit to be on this goddamn podcast and talk bullshit for 2 hours. Yeah, no, I have respect for you. Also,
Right.
I have family who were part of the armed forces. So like his take was real weird.
I mean, so him being from Venezuela is, I feel like, really what describes it. Because for like in Venezuela, like the military is basically just like military thugs, essentially, like government thugs. Like they're not serving the people, they're not serving whatever, they're just kind of like keeping the country in like a dictatorship type of thing. So but I need him to like learn that that's not how the US military is, because when he said that he questions her morality for enlisting is crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, when we saw that, we were also talking about, like, example, like, from where we're from, right? Public school, things of that nature. Military, like, the fucking JROC, or
The recruiters.
JRTC, yeah.
that. Like, they essentially be infiltrating the schools, but, like, at the same time, it's like, these are the only options for some kids at that age.
Right.
Like, this is all that they can do, or all that they think they can do, so they join. Like, you don't
That's after
you don't
meeting
know
her-
everyone's circumstances, and like you said, meeting
Yeah.
her mom, like, it made a lot of sense
Yeah.
why she joined the military at out of high school, I think.
Yeah, straight out of high school.
No, she did ROTC in high school.
In high school, yeah.
And then out of high school started in the Navy.
The Navy. Yeah.
So like, because Tara and I had this conversation too. I was like, and this is one of the reasons why I am never going to be anti-troops, because most of those troops are kids.
Yeah.
they're like
A lot of those,
all kids.
yeah, like all of those kids are a good. I'm not all. A good chunk of those kids are kids who are only joining the army or the navy or whatever because of the fact that like they feel like they have no other opportunities. This is the only opportunity they have that's positive. And for you to be,
I was gonna say, I'm so sorry. Wavy said I did our JROTC and they said I couldn't join after 4 years. Fuck them.
damn,
Pour one out for Wavy, y'all.
he the only person I know where they were like, I told them motherfuckers, I was like, I have flat feet and asthma. They're like, we can work around that. I'm like,
Oh,
That's
yeah, no, that's true. My brother has flat feet and glasses. They're like, yeah, you're in.
I was like, what the
Damn.
fuck? I told
So
them
what
I had
does it
sickle cell.
take?
Oh,
right.
yeah, sickle cell does. Yeah, it does disqualify you. You know.
Wait. He said I told them I had sickle cell day 1 and they said it was okay.
I passed everything. Huh?
That's
Damn.
interesting because, like, I know someone else who has sickle cell, and they were like, stay your ass home.
Damn.
So the fact that they like made you do everything, and they were still like, nah,
knowing full damn well that they were like, up anyway, the day comes denied.
That's crazy. 3 years wasted. I would have won a box. Like,
No,
we had to
facts,
box.
bro.
Maybe I hope you boxed.
Facts, bro. But listen,
But yeah,
I
hope-
condom thing. I'm mad I forgot about it.
Me
'cause
too,
that
honestly.
shit was really weird. He was like, babe, but you don't understand though, like sex is supposed to be enjoyable for both parties, and like as a man, you know, but fuck the patriarchy, you know, but like as a man though,
Right.
it just doesn't feel good. Like condom sex is just, I don't know, like it's not given, you
Right.
know,
right.
Hey, sir, do you want this baby or not?
because it's like, all right, well, it's either I hope your pull-out game ain't one, or
Right.
you wear this sleeve.
Right.
That's literally what I said. I'm like, bro, his pull-out game probably has to be immaculate then. Like, what have they been doing if he doesn't like condoms?
And then she asked him that too, like, so what happened? Like, what was your plan? The back door.
Honestly, that's another option for him because look.
I mean, honestly, Marissa kind of seems like she'd be into it.
Right.
They both do. High key.
Yeah, like.
But there you go. There's your other solution,
He
Ramses.
pissed me off so bad with that condom thing, and I'm like, man, when he goes to sleep, I cut off his little rat tails. I hate them bitches.
Let me tell you something. So I didn't like her mama, right? But when she called out his hair, I said, ooh.
Not a
She's saying what everybody was thinking.
She mentioned
did?
swinging or something.
Oh, she get down like that? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Tara.
She said where was I when she said that, man?
They do be talking freak nasty. We probably all just missed it.
They started fucking immediately.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, they were like, we finished eating dinner and it was on. We
They
sprayed
were
up
like-
them walls.
So I ain't gonna lie to you though. When her mama said that they look like siblings, I was like, she not wrong.
See,
Y'all
that's,
do look
I
like
don't-
siblings.
I don't think they do.
It's because
Yeah.
they're
They're just-
they're both Afro-Latino, right?
Yeah.
One.
I thought she was just black.
No, I'm pretty sure because her mom is not black.
I mean, yeah. I don't know what her mom is, though.
I think her mom is like, because I think she said that she's half black, half something else. I can't remember right now.
That was Monica. Monica said she was half black, half Honduran.
Yeah, but no, I'm pretty sure Shorty is also half black, half something too.
I mean, no, well,
Oh.
she has to be. I thought her mom was native, high key. Her mom
She
looked
did look
maybe.
native.
Maybe. But her mom was a lot. God
No,
damn.
She
I-
was a thug for real.
No,
bro.
she was a
Like-
straight up G. That bitch is cutthroat. But I don't blame her. Also, the kids roasting her at the start of that was hilarious. They're like, you can form a volleyball team with how many goddamn dads we got. Oh, they said that.
No, like, not y'all calling your mama loose.
Right.
I'm like,
But no, when the
yo.
sister was like, we were so poor we couldn't afford gloves. Yo, my poor little heart broke. She said I had to use socks. I said, not socks.
Yeah.
Not the socks. Cause them little thin cotton gloves is only $1 at the Poppy store.
Honestly, though, bless their mom. Like,
Oh,
she made it work.
I do remember that, Tiara. Yeah, Marissa said it's like we could swing, but she meant with the other Love is Blind couples, and Hannah was like, oh, nah, y'all can swing. I'm not going to.
I definitely don't remember that
That
conversation.
sounds familiar, but I
It
don't
was-
remember the scene.
It was before they interrogated Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so is that when they went to go visit the food section, the little food area?
It was like, I think it was after they were like, it's like, Marissa, bitch, let the man breathe. Come sit with the girls. We haven't seen you in a minute.
Oh yes, because they was booed up.
Yeah.
They
They
were.
probably would have left early to go fuck again.
When they were calling over the men. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
before.
okay.
Because I remember them talking. I just don't remember her saying that. Again, they both freak nasty as fuck. So, like,
I mean, they spent
They might be a
Mexico
little less freak
fucking.
nasty.
I mean,
Right.
look, she's okay with it. She's like, we can fuck without a condom if you want to accept the consequences. Because if I
Yeah,
get pregnant,
well,
I'm chilling.
I think after that conversation, though, I think she's less cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be too, because she told him that birth control, like, makes her body, like, feel some type of way, like it affects her negatively.
Which is a lot of women.
Yeah, which is common. So she doesn't want to be on it. I'm like, sir, you need to figure something out. So
No, he's a lot.
I don't like them together. I like them at first, but I don't like them much anymore.
Yeah, I didn't mind them. I didn't mind the white Nigerian prince, and I ain't gonna lie to you though. Before the text thing, Monica was annoying the fuck out of me.
No,
though.
her.
Yeah.
I like
Bringing
I get,
up these flowers every 5
yeah,
seconds.
no.
Like, nigga, I was like, if you don't ship them
Please.
goddamn flowers.
Right. Like, okay, we get it. We get it. You wanted
also
flowers.
it was day 2.
Like,
Facts.
And she was acting like you didn't get me flowers. And I'm like, girl, we just met.
We on
Right.
vacation. Where the fuck was to get flowers from?
Like, what the fuck? And like, I
Yeah,
get
no.
that some women have high standards. Girl, you need to like be realistic at least. Fuck.
yeah.
You said in the pods that you were going to get me flowers every day. It's
Right.
day 2, hour 5, minute 36, and 24 seconds. Where the fuck are my flowers?
Bro.
Like, that,
She's like,
and then like the whole boner thing was weird on both ends.
Oh my god. I
That was a
told
very
Tina,
uncomfortable
I
conversation
told
to listen
Tina,
to.
and I'm like, I can't believe she's saying this in front of the acupuncturist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot about that.
They were saying that, like, they were having this full boner conversation in front of a stranger.
They're very
probably heard worse.
candid. Like, they say whatever the fuck is on their mind.
Also,
Like-
that man, I'm sorry, he's like, a breeze hits me right on bricked. And I'm like, sir?
You know what's so funny? Like, he said a lot of like yellow flag things, but I think that I just like didn't care enough about the relationship that I didn't really peep it. But then when like the text happened, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
He
He
kept
did say-
talking about
Like,
shit.
I will
Like,
say the interaction he had with Taylor. I was like, what is he talking about? Where did
Right.
that come from?
like
I was
talking
like,
about
did Garrett
a
say that?
year later. That's what we thought
Yeah,
at
that's
first.
what we
I'm
thought.
like, did Garrett say something?
I was about to say, it's like not skinny Steve. He can't be violent.
Right.
And
Not
no-
middle class Cap.
Right.
Bro.
Middle class. But he said that he's like, oh yeah, in a year when my DMs are full of bitches that want to suck me off.
Yeah,
Huh?
and I'm like, sir,
You'll be
please.
married?
please.
Yeah, I was like, where is this conversation coming from and where it's going? Because also he was
I don't
rambling.
know.
Yeah, he
And
I was
was.
like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what we talking about. I don't know why we talking about it. I want it to be done.
Like at first, the first conversation they had in Mexico, when she shut him down because he was rambling and she didn't even say much, that like annoy me a little bit, but then the second conversation where he was just rambling about kinks and dicks, and I'm like, bitch,
Oh,
please, can
yeah,
you just?
no, I mean, I can't believe
Please,
The little finger in the camera was hilarious.
well, because he
bro.
was just going on about like
Right.
kinks. It's like I stay on hard. If I think about it a little bit, I be on hard. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's
but
definitely a sex addict.
no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And
Yeah,
he's like,
because even
I don't want to pressure you, but I be thinking about it. And she's like, okay, and I'll let you know when I'm ready for sex. Because like they hadn't had
Right.
sex yet. And he's just over here like, hey, if you
Well, I'm glad they did it.
right.
Holy
I'm
shit.
sure that she's glad that she didn't.
It was too
Yeah.
much.
I
Like,
didn't peep. Like, I just didn't care enough. Like, I didn't care about like their relationship enough to really peep it. 'Cause I was just so
Mhm.
focused on Team Tyler and Ashley. You know.
Right. I
now
don't
we
know.
sat in the club.
Nah, her at the end of that being like, and Venmo me back my money.
Period, sis. Period.
That
Get your coin
shit
back.
was hilarious. But I will say though, when he was like, when he walked away. I can't talk today. I'm so sorry, y'all. When he walked away, he was like, "I don't deserve much," and was apologizing. I was like, "You need therapy for real," because
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if he like uses sex as like a coping mechanism when he's being stressed out.
It seems like it. And
Because I
also,
don't know if you noticed, he started getting real freak nasty when Monica started like applying pressure. I'm not trying to blame her for him wilding out, right? But I'm wondering if like when he gets stressed or depressed or whatever, if he uses sex as like a coping mechanism so he can get that flood of dopamine.
it seems like it.
Probably.
I don't know. I hope in the reunion they drop the text. I'm trying to know what his kinks were.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be something
Right.
nasty, like pissing on ladies or fucking Typhlosions or some shit.
No, not the
Bro.
Typhlosion. But I don't know. At his big age of like 34, and he's like, yeah, if I just blink my eyes a little too hard, I'm hard.
Yeah, 'cause when
I
he said
was
when
like,
the wind blow a certain direction, I was like, sir, not even when I was like a horny little middle schooler. Like, no.
no, Wavy, you're banned.
Lumpkins. Why does that sound familiar?
Because we talked about this on the pod.
Lumpkins.
It's
Yeah. No. I had brain dumped that on purpose. Wavy, fuck you.
But
Wavy, fuck you. So before we move on, because we haven't talked about this shit for quite a while, what are y'all current rankings? Obviously, Monica and what's his face are no longer on the board.
Yes.
Yeah. Nick and Hannah are still last. Honestly, Ramses and Marissa is second to last for me.
Makes sense.
Tim and Alex is third. Unfortunately, Tyler and Ashley is 2.
Oh.
I still think they have a better chance of getting married than anybody else. Besides Garrett and Taylor.
Yeah.
I feel like they can work it out.
For me, I agree with you, Soju, except I think, and I hate to say this, I think Tim and Alex are second for me now.
Damn.
Only because, like, I don't know if Ashley can recover. Shout out to her. I have a lot of respect for her. That's a big ass bombshell.
It's a lot,
Yeah.
but also like her father approves of him, and that meant a lot to her.
Yeah.
And she was really head over heels in love with him.
Yeah.
Like she even like thinks he's fine as fuck too. Like she is into this man.
Give me 1 second, y'all. My camera's being weird.
Oh, KJ's camera died, and in the sad ass face too. There we go. Actually, not there. You go.
No, it's black now. I don't know what's going on.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
I did that.
Rip KJ.
All right. Continue. I'll figure it out.
I mean, Tina, what's your ranking?
I pretty much agree with yours, Soju. But like, if you have to look at it as like where we currently are in the show, then like I definitely see KJ's point of view with Tim and Alex being higher up, only because they had that like recovery and they seem to be doing better currently.
They definitely do seem to be doing better.
And it just so happened to be like in the same episode that's when that bomb got dropped with
Yeah.
Tyler and Ashley. So like it's like they're literally uncertain right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Because I mean, I hope they can work past this because I really do like them together. I love the fact that they're so vulnerable with each other. I want to know why he waited so fucking long to say something.
right. Like given the circumstances, like just of the show, like I don't know if he thought there was a right moment to say that, but with something like that, since you have so little time with this person before you decide to marry them or not, should have said that right out the gate. Like
I feel
in a conversation that they had about children, it should
the
have been
conversation,
disclosed.
like if they talked about kids, because I'm sure that they talked about kids in the pod. They talked about kids on the honeymoon. So like there's no way you didn't talk about kids in the pod and just be like, hey, you know, like just a heads up.
Right. That would have given her more time to process it because they're still in the pod. They have a few days before they decide, you know, whatever, and then they move on to the honeymoon. You're dropping this on me 2 weeks before essentially the start of the rest of our lives, or what I would have hoped to be the start of the rest of our lives. And now, like, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah,
like
Tiara said that Ashley said every other convo was about kids. Remember they were talking about baby names before that scene. Yeah.
They were.
They talked about kids a lot, and for him to do, like just keep talking about kids and not bring this up is wild.
Like I definitely do see her, like, her pain in that, because like they did was talk about children. Like, you don't think you should have mentioned this?
Yeah. I don't know.
All
Ashley's
right.
too pretty.
Right.
Fact. I mean, listen, you know, like I will say this. I do appreciate him being like, you know, if you being happy is not being with me, I just want you to be happy type shit. Cool.
Yeah.
But I'm
sad.
so mad.
That also just made me feel sad because it's like, damn, like outside of that, he
cares about her.
He cares about her.
He really loves her.
And he presents himself as a really nice guy, and it's like it was just, you know, sad to see them both hurt over that.
Because Shorty was breaking down in his arms, bro. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
All right, but
on to other freak nasty bullshit.
Yeah, because you already know what time it is. It's time for the Unhinged Battle Royale. I said, it's time for the Unhinged Battle Royale.
Damn.
Yes, sir. So, we have some great stories today for y'all. I think I'm going last, right?
Yes. Tina, do we want to flip a coin? Do we want to do rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, that motherfucker.
This is how we solve all of our problems now, guys. We rock, paper, scissors. Okay. KJ, you gotta say it.
Yeah, KJ, count us down.
I was sipping some water. My throat hurt. Damn, that fucking Battle Royale bullshit be hurting my goddamn throat. Pause. All right.
Sorry.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it.
Y'all too locked in. It's because y'all watch Love is Blind together. That's why. Y'all need a little break from each other. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Tina goes first.
Yeah. My story is from r/true off my chest. And the title is...
I'm sorry.
What happened?
I could have made a joke that y'all were scissoring when y'all first did the scissor shit.
Excuse me? Dante,
I'm so
you
mad
trying
I
to get
missed
Dante
that.
to fight
you're gonna
me?
right. You're gonna have Dante fight Soju.
I mean,
You already don't
sometimes
want me
soju
going
needed.
to the pool party.
Sometimes soju. Oh, speaking of pool parties, soju. If you try to take Tara to a pool party, I'm letting you know right now. I will.
Look, you done summoned him in here.
Dante was locked in some Rocket League, and then he heard scissoring. My baby. Hold on. Rocket League be damned.
Dante heard pool party and he tuned back
Right,
in.
yeah.
Also, where's Tiara at? Let her know. She could come.
Right.
I will fuck you up. I will fuck your little ass up. Keep playing with me. Be the. You like pools, baby? You like pools, huh? You love pools?
Swim! KJ! She threw you under the bus.
KJ, you don't know how to swim?
I don't either.
I'm a nigga, all right? Fuck you, Soju.
Right.
Okay? Not everybody can grow up in fucking Florida and just come out the coochie learn how to swim, all right, nigga? Fuck you. Fuck that pool party. And I wish a hoe would try it. I wish a motherfucker would. I know where you sleep, hoe.
Bro. Tiara, try it.
Tiara cackling in the background sent me.
No, but I'm dead at the fact that she threw you under the bus in
Right.
the chat, bro. Like that was wild.
Don't try to blow me no fucking kiss. Fuck you and that kiss.
You said you're not invited.
Right.
Bro. Okay. So my title is I caused my husband to pass out from a butt plug.
Oh.
Me and my husband need to get this off our chest.
Not me and my husband.
Right. We have made a binding agreement with blood to not tell anybody we know about this, but also
with blood.
Yeah.
What kind
a
of
binding agreement, bro? We're locked in. For real.
I don't like that.
They're like, fuck marriage. Blood agreement.
Right. But also it's so funny we can't not tell someone. So my husband and I decided to spice things up in the bedroom with some anal play.
Okay.
As we were getting into it, I figured I'd take charge and tried to insert an anal toy into his bum. I was nervous as it was all new to me, but my husband encouraged me. Unfortunately for him, I got a bit too caught up in the moment and accidentally shoved the whole toy in. With one push, no warm up.
Oh.
Let that marinate.
Let it marinate was an interesting choice of words, Tina.
Let it marinate in your head. No lube, no nothing, just
no lube
right up there, bro.
She hate that man.
I was about to say, do you love this man? I thought she said this was her husband.
She said with one push, no warm up. I'm assuming there was I don't know.
I thought no warm up meant no foreplay.
Like no,
or just no warning. You know what I mean? But that hurt. Oh,
yeah, that would hurt like a motherfucker. And there's no way. There's no way she got the whole thing in with no lube.
I mean, if she did, it was probably she definitely tore something.
If she did, that man needs to go to a doctor. Why your booty hole so loose?
Not your wife taking your butt,
bro. Okay. She said, my husband yelped, leapt up in shock, and stumbled out of the bedroom.
Wait, hold
on. With the toy still in?
Wait,
Bro, how is she gonna take it out? He screamed and ran the fuck out.
I mean, wouldn't you?
No, I would have screamed and started running in the room like, get this out of me. Like, I'm just gonna leave the room entirely. Nah, you're
It's
better
that
than
fight or
me,
flight.
bro.
My man was like,
He
I can't
flew.
fight her, so
He flew.
that man rocketed it. Okay.
um, Picture me laying there, folded up like an origami, not knowing what was happening.
Wait, so how the fuck? Hold on. Wait a
What
minute.
freak nasty shit are we doing?
If she's a pretzel, right? How was she able to put a? What is going on?
Wait, that question does get answered, I believe. Moments later, I heard a muffled, "I'm stuck." While still all tied up, I had to wiggle my way out of the restraints.
She was
When
tied
I
up.
Hold on. Wait. Stop. How the fuck? What? Does she have a third arm? What is going on here?
Maybe only her legs were restrained.
Right,
But she said she folded up.
like an origami, yeah. So her arms had to be in there too.
I mean,
What?
I don't know. Maybe Shuddy's flexible.
But how did? But listen, fuck being flexible. How the fuck did she manage to put something up his tush? If she's a pretzel, if she a human pretzel, how she she?
Listen, just you wait, KJ. When I finally freed myself, I sprinted downstairs to find him, butt naked, unconscious in the laundry basket.
He went downstairs?
Apparently, he had fainted from the shock and had fallen headfirst into the wash bin. So much for spicing things up. Now we just need to add bruised egos to the laundry list of lessons learned.
I need them to draw a diagram of what was going on.
There is an edit.
Hold. She shoved that damn booty plug so far up that nigga ass that once he realized what was up his booty, he fainted down the stairs into a laundry basket.
Mm-hmm.
And then after she somehow unfolded herself from the bedroom, all she sees is this man tush up in the basket, unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You know what? They need to go back to vanilla. They need that. The Lord was trying to tell them, y'all don't need to do no freak nasty shit.
Bro. And then for her edit, a lot of people have asked how I managed to insert the toy whilst tied up.
It's a good question.
Mm-hmm. I had leg restraints on that looped behind my head. They were adjustable and they were tightened so my legs were held up near my head. Hope that's visual enough.
So her hands were free.
Okay. But if he's on top, right? Oh, she did a little reach around, spread open the booty, ploop.
Mm-hmm.
She said, spread ploop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Except it wasn't a ploop. Like it.
It was a
Yeah.
Like, no spit, nothing. She just said,
Bro.
kadoosh, you know?
And that is it.
I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I pictured when she said she went downstairs? I pictured that one scene from the SpongeBob movie of Patrick crying with his pants around his ankles and him waddling.
No Hawk Tua is nuts, babe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Tina might have won this week.
And I think so. I think Tina's is better than mine.
Mine was good. But yeah, I'll explain when it's my turn.
So mine is from r/today I fucked up. And the title of the post is Today I Fucked Up by Bringing a Butt Plug to Jury Duty.
Nice.
So this morning, I had to go straight to jury duty from my boyfriend's place. I brought extra clothes, toilet, and a toiletry bag, and I like to carry around my butt plug just in case. Because you never know when and where things will get a little spicy.
Period.
Fair.
Okay. Where will you be when the horny strikes?
Apparently jury duty.
Mm-hmm. Cut to me going through the security checkout for jury duty, and the guard stops my bag in the x-ray. I think it's because I was trying to sneak in a sandwich and some lasagna because they have a strict no food policy. She points at a long cylindrical thing in my bag, and it looks like it has batteries in it. I said, huh? I packed a flashlight? I must have forgot about that. I opened up my bag in front of them, and then it dawns on me that it is my vibrating butt plug. Please no. Why did I bring this to jury duty? I try to skirt around it, that it must be something else that's in there, but no, it was that. And I had to admit it to them, and it was so embarrassing because it's a sex toy. And they start very politely laughing. It's not the strangest thing they've seen.
Oh.
And I somehow doubt that. I wasn't ready to share my bedroom secrets with the court guards this morning.
I mean, they probably had someone who had it in them. You know, at least yours was in a purse.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you. When I read the title, I definitely thought it was in her.
Yeah.
But yeah, short, sweet, simple.
You know what that reminds me of? That lady when she was going through TSA and the guy opens up her suitcase, her carry-on, and it's just like it's like a whole bunch of toys. She had like a double-ended schmildo. Y'all remember this video?
I do.
Yeah. It was funny. All right. So, real quick, I had a A1 story. I had messaged the group chat saying, I think I'm gonna win this week. The original story got taken down because it was too graphic, apparently.
Damn.
But they did post an update. And in the update, they have like a quick synopsis of the original post. And they also have an edit and like, updates and all that. So, mine is from today. I fucked up. Today I fucked up. My girlfriend said what her sexual fantasy was.
I'm scared.
I made the mistake of purchasing a male sex doll for the purpose of fulfilling a homoerotic fantasy my girlfriend pitched to me at the beginning of our relationship.
Oh.
Which was that she fantasized about watching a guy do another... Oh, no. Watching a guy do a male sex doll. I thought I was prepared to bring the fantasy to life, but I realized I fucked up when my girlfriend walked in on me struggling to fuck the sex doll because I was unable to get hard. And then she informed me that she never had that fantasy.
Huh?
Which
What?
Which apparently she never had that fantasy.
Well, where he got it from?
Right, where the way I'd be like, now which one of your bitches told you that and you thought it was me?
The way I would have been thinking to myself, well, then how did I get here?
It's like, which one of your freak nasty bitches you got on the side that you think I'm doing this shit?
The freak nasty bitches, you told me to do this. How you think I want to do this? I'm doing this because I'm in love.
Not.
You see how much I'm struggling? My partner can't get up.
Not my partner.
Where the hell am I? Which convinced her that I must have misunderstood her or imagined the whole fucking thing. What happened for weeks afterwards was my girlfriend sticking to the narrative that she never shared that fantasy with me, and then making the decision to fuck the doll since I no longer had any use of it. Oh, so she fucked the doll. She said, if you ain't gonna fuck it, I will.
I didn't even know they made male sex dolls.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, gay dudes exist.
Yeah.
Women also have needs.
I mean, yeah, but also there's like fleshlights that are specific is butts, you know.
I don't know. I don't know. He a better man than me because as much as I love my girlfriend, if she were to tell me some freak nasty shit like this, I'm like, hey, you could probably find that on the hub. That's as much as you gonna get. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I don't got it in me. I just don't. So they said when I recently shared my story on Reddit, mods removed my original post. The comments were kind of split between my girlfriend gaslighting me and me misremembering what she said. My girlfriend and I basically agreed to disagree about the origin story of the fantasy and moved on. In an attempt to finally embrace the awkwardness of the situation, I decided to follow the advice of a few Redditors and proposed a threesome with me, my girlfriend, and the doll.
Oh.
She was apparent. Hold on. She was apparently fucking. Sorry. I'm sorry. My font's like hell small. My girlfriend laughed and said I was investing too much time thinking about the doll before telling me that she actually never been intimate with the doll. She unexpectedly confessed that she was playfully planting seeds in my head to make me believe that she was messing with the doll because she didn't know what the fuck to make of the fantasy I believe she came up with. So instead of prolonging a fantasy that none of us were enjoying, she improvised and incorporated ingredients that she thought would spice things up. Hence her month of long mind fuckery of making me feel like I'm competing in the bedroom against a humanoid toy.
What?
Why would she do
Why
that?
would you do? Bitch, yo, dump this stupid bitch, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
She hate him for real.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie. I think she did tell him this, and she just likes fucking with his head.
Yeah, it sounds like
What?
he's getting gaslight to hell, bro. What the fuck?
Because that don't make no sense. Like, if you don't want the doll, I don't want the doll. Why are you making me believe that you do want the doll?
Right.
And then when I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just incorporate the motherfucker in the bedroom. You're like, ha ha ha. My trick finally worked. Like,
she weird as fuck.
Why are you playing 5D chess when we only supposed to be playing checkers?
What? I feel like her original fantasy was having a three-way, and the doll is probably the safest way to ask for it, but we're doing it in the most roundabout, like, I feel like this is 20 questions, but instead it's 20 steps to, like, get a three-way with an inanimate object. What the fuck?
She's claiming she shouldn't even want the thing. So it's just, I don't know. This is a lot.
Yeah, if you don't break up with this stupid bitch, what the fuck?
Okay, we have like 3 more paragraphs. My girlfriend and I had a long conversation about transparency. She said she appreciated that I was willing to be vulnerable for the purpose of pleasing her, but to avoid uncomfortable situations or misunderstandings. She encouraged me to rather inform her about things that involve fantasies and kinks, especially if I'm going to end up spending money on an expensive doll. I apologized and also encouraged her to follow her own advice and to keep me in the loop if she was going to play mind games. As soon as my girlfriend and I cleared the air, we were left wondering if a 3-way with the doll was still something we wanted to do. I was leaning towards leaving the doll out of the bedroom and out of our lives forever. But my girlfriend seemed keen to want to see me mess with the doll since that was apparently her fantasy according to me. Bitch.
Okay. This is pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
2 plus 2 ain't equaling 4 with her. Because first you said you had you wanted this. So I said, all right, fuck it. I'ma do it. Then you see me doing it and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm doing what the fuck you told me to do. And then you're like, nope, I don't want to do it. So then for a month, you have me thinking that you got a side piece that's the doll. So then I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Just bring the motherfucker in. And you're like, haha, got you. Then we have a conversation saying, you know what, let's just be transparent. I think there's a lot of misunderstandings, and let's just clear the air. And let's just get rid of this doll. And you're like, well, actually, I kind of want to see you do it. What are we doing?
I'd have beat your ass
Mm-hmm.
with the doll. Me and the doll gonna 2-piece you up like Yuji and Nanami did to Mahito, bro.
That's diabolical.
Because we ought to beat your ass. Because what is you doing? Cause like this probably was her fantasy, and then when the doll showed up, and she's like, "Actually, you're tripping, bitch. Just say that you're into
scared.
this, bitch." He got the doll. He didn't even call you a freak, nasty weirdo. He got the doll.
Like I said, better man than me.
Man,
Do they say their age? No, they don't.
they have to be young, bro. Because what the fuck?
This is so weird. You know what would be funny if they're like in their 40s.
Oh.
My girlfriend seemed she wanted. So as a couple, we decided to mess with the doll together, and you know what? It sucked. It really fucking sucked. My girlfriend, who had messed with the doll in her possession, didn't tell me that her dog somehow managed to find the doll and eat parts of it. When I saw the doll in front of me, it had chunks of hair missing on its head. Its top lip was ripped off, and both nipples were gone. It was the stuff of nightmares.
And y'all still fucked it?
Not the nipples being gone.
Why is the dog also freaky? Why both the nipples gone?
This is just a freaky ass house,
bro.
Because you got the girlfriend who want this weird home. No, let me not say weird. Who want this homoerotic stuff in the house. You got the poor poster who's like, you know what? I just really love this woman, so fuck it. I'll do anything once. And then you got this Typhlosion ass dog munching on the doll.
I'm gonna pour one out for Typhlosion, bro.
Typhlosion was a cool starter too. Damn.
It was.
Okay. My girlfriend was very apologetic and quick to point out that everything below the waist was still in one piece.
Girl, what in the...
So it was still doable. All I saw was the thousands that I regrettably spent on a realistic doll that now looked like Jim Carrey as Fire Marshal Bill. I'll have to look it up later because I don't know what that is. Anyway, so I did butt stuff with Bill, but I was only able to get it up because my girlfriend offered to give me a hand.
Jesus Christ.
It was the most shameful I've ever had.
Damn.
My girlfriend had a hard time making eye contact with me afterwards without laughing. Worst sex I've ever had, mixed with the worst money-making decision I ever made.
Please. First of all, you somehow enticed me at the end of the day to have this threesome with you and the doll. But you have the audacity to try and not laugh in my face?
I sent y'all a gif of Fire Marshal Bill.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Gentle viewer.
That's diabolical.
I need you all to Google who Fire Marshal Bill is immediately. This
That's
poor man had to
diabolical.
make love to that.
I don't even know how to describe it besides exactly how he described the doll. Missing a
Yes.
top lip, patches of hair missing. Jesus
Bro.
Christ. He's like missing half an eyebrow. Oh, he's just terrifying to look at.
And no nipples.
Yeah, no nipples. What year did this came out in 1991.
So they're definitely older. They're definitely older.
Oh my god. If you don't leave that stupid bitch, I'm
Like I said, better man than me.
I can see why
'Cause
he
it would
couldn't
have
give
been-
it up. Oh, you know what, KJ? Are you done? Like, is this the post?
It's done. It's just the TLDR that's left. That's it.
Nah, you won. Tina's.
But did I really though? Like, yeah, I won, but I think we all lost. You know what I mean? Like,
he love her? No, dead ass. He loves the fuck out of this woman.
I don't understand why she's laughing though. Like, I can understand if it was his fantasy, you know. She was like, you know what, fuck it, why not? And then after experiencing it, she's like, this is actually the craziest thing I've ever experienced. You know what I mean? But like, shorty, you the one who wanted this.
The image of Fire Marshal Bill is never going to get out of my brain after seeing that.
That little gif is replaying in my brain right now.
It's just him laughing in the fire.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if we have time for me to read part 2 of our like thingy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think our Lois Blind combo took longer than anticipated.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. That's up to y'all.
Give me a recap. What we talking about again?
The kids.
Yeah, Luke and Amy. Did he father her 4 kids?
Them Luke's kids, bro. I don't give a fuck. What? Let me tell you something. I thought about that shit last week. No, not last week. Like a couple days ago, because we were reviewing the clips from last week's episode. Them babies is his. I don't need her to take no tests. I don't need them babies is his. Because 2 + 2 they ain't equaling 4.
Nah, there is 6 parts to this story.
Fuck. Are we on part 2?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tina, I'm down. But if you, I know.
Yeah, if you're not down,
it's a
we
no
can
for
save
me.
it.
Because
Okay.
that's going to take, I don't know how long. It's about to be 10.
I can skip like the first 2 paragraphs because that's just a recap.
Mm-hmm.
But
let's save it because I think
it's like 8 paragraphs after that. Shotty's writing a novel.
Mm.
I take it back. I'm not down. Yeah, listen, we'll save it for next week. We'll try to maybe we'll skip both the what the fuck and the question of the week until Love is Blind is done. Damn.
I needed to talk about the Pokemon, man. They hurt me. They hurt me.
Pouring out for Typhlosion, bro.
Bro, pour one out for every Pokemon they lore dropped because why the fuck? They said, I found an octopus on the ground. I fucked it. Why?
Bro, you never seen an octopus before and just had that desire?
No.
Bruh. Like, I get that Octillery be sitting there mouth wide open. That is not an invitation. That's just its face.
Octopus scare me. I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
You know what's crazy, though? If Pokemon were real, that definitely would be like a common thing. Because you got motherfuckers who are fingering trees and bussing, okay?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be shocked that motherfucker would see a mouth open Pokemon and be like, well, I mean, if it's going to keep its mouth open.
I was about to say, Jinx is right there.
Mm.
Look, her mouth's open too.
But,
Look,
I mean,
some of these Pokemon, they built bad for whatever reason.
you're like, what is it, Lopunny, I think her
Oh,
name
yeah,
is?
Lopunny? Why is her Mega Evolution her wearing ripped tights? Why the fuck is that her Mega Evolution? Bitch, which one of y'all freak nasty bitches okayed this? And they're like, it's fine, it's a kid's show. We grew up! Pokemon started in the 90s! Bitch, it's been 30 years!
Yeah, yeah, no, just no. But with that being said, y'all, that's gonna be this week's episode. Real quickly before we let y'all go. Oh, I wanna say a big shout out to everyone who was in the chat during the live stream. So Zay, Dante, Minato, Tiara, thank y'all for coming in. We do appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Oh, Wavy, my bad, Wavy. We love y'all. We love interacting with the chat. With that being said, we do live stream the show every Wednesday. Around. I was like, dang, my bad, Wavy, my bad. KJ don't love me. You tried to take my spot, bro. Fuck. But yeah, we do live stream the show every Wednesday around 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ever missed the live stream, we are on both Spotify and YouTube. Spotify is strictly the audio, and YouTube is obviously the video and the audio. We are on TikTok, we're on Twitch, Instagram coming soon.
Twitter.
Twitter, we're also on Twitter, even though fuck Elon. If you have a unhinged story that you want us to read, or you need relationship advice, or you just need life advice, you can email us at unhingedunfiltered@gmail.com. And with that being said, y'all, it has been a pleasure. We love you. And before you go, always remember, even if they have a nut allergy, they can still swallow your nut.
Oh.
Have a good night, y'all.
Oh my god.
Well.
God damn.